Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afkar, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. So, yeah, happy to have you with us here live or on the replay if you will be watching or listening later. And yeah, also very, very excited, very happy that Adrienn Light is back on the show. I think she joined us a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago. And yeah, really excited that she's back because first, like her story about like shifting her into the light body and then bringing like deep wisdom and energy that she channels and can help others who work with her or connect with her move through that transition as well. And she will be talking today about that, about her journey and story of transformation into the light body, and yeah, also like the she will be explaining the walk-in experience she had and how she could access higher realms and channel divine energy and wisdom. So yeah, it will be very, very inspiring. And also we'll have a Q&A later on the call where you can ask her your questions. So as always, if you are on Zoom, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand. If you are on the phone, you can type *9 or press *9 to raise your hand. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And for those of you who are new to Adrienn, she is a walk-in light body consciousness holder, channeler, and the living embodiment of Infinite, the guardian of crystal clear consciousness. And yeah, so Adrienn, welcome back to the show. Very happy to have you with us.
Hi, Monsef. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you. And sure, I still remember to our interview, and I was so happy to connect with you and with your audience. I really love your energy and the consciousness that you are holding. So it's so easy to flow with you, and I really enjoyed being with you last time. So I'm so happy that I can be here again with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, also happy and yeah, honored to have you with us here on the show again. And yeah, let's start by maybe an introduction about yourself and how it started, like this journey.
Mm. Yes. Actually, I'm in this body 8 years now. So, although you can see that I'm much older, the soul, the spirit who's connected to this body goes 8 years here now. So, I experienced a soul change, or you can say it also walking experience through my vessel. It means that my old soul, who was connected to this body, left the body, and the new spirit and new soul entered into this body. It wasn't something that I was preparing on the physical field, so it wasn't planned on a physical, although later I received that everything was planned. But the consciousness that I was holding before with the old soul didn't know anything about this. So all this transformation occurred like spontaneously. And uh, and after the transformation, I received all the information. I could say that during this transformation, I was holding in a space, in a space where you are holding, where you are guided, where you are safe. And basically, your physical mind is switched off. And this intense transformation went through 1 month. 1 month, I received energy operations on my body. I received different activations. And also, I experienced this walking soul change experience. And during the whole process, I was in a space of wholeness, safe. So I felt myself safe. I felt myself guided, and I just let it happen. The process. I opened myself before the process, and just experience everything. All these things was new for me because how I was saying to you that I I didn't know that it can happen. I didn't know what is all these things. So basically, my old self, and the body, the system who was connected with the old self, mm, it wasn't planned. Didn't know on a conscious way that it can happen. So when my transformation happened, I entered into the space where I experienced all this energy work on my body. The first that I experienced that my body was changed. So literally, I experienced how my three-dimensional vessel, how the body of the three-dimensional vessel was changed to another body. And I'm saying other body because at that moment I didn't receive the information what it is. I couldn't name it. I couldn't put it in box that yes, this is what happened with me. So at that moment I just experienced that my old body live, and I receive a new body with new cells, new vibrational field, new capacities. And the whole system which was creating the body was changed. So I remember that when I awaken up from this experience, literally I had to learn to walk again, and it was everything so strange because I started to see beyond of the veil. I started to see beyond of the physical and all the structure of the holographic field. So it was like amazing experience to see immediately the whole soul journey of the persons. I remember I was walking on the street and I was able to tap in the whole soul journey of the person and download the information. I started to see the holographic energy field projection of the walls of the building. So I wouldn't see like a wall like before. So everything was amazing and so strange at the same time. So first I experienced this shift on my body, and few days later I experienced how the soul who was connected to this body is living, uh, and a new soul, a new spirit from a higher dimension connecting into this body. At that moment I didn't know the name, I didn't know anything. I was just opening myself in front of the experience and receiving everything and observing. After this new soul, new spirit entered into the body, so my whole capacities changed. And after weeks after, I experienced how they are adjusting my field. So I received activations, I received new portals open on my system, I received energy surgeries on my body, and I started to note everything. So when it's happening and how, and I realized that when 1 month, exactly 1 month passed, these adjustments just finished. So I was like kind of ready. But then came the other parties. Okay, all is what I experienced, how I'm able to embody and grant into this dimension, all these capacities, all these frequencies. So it needed for me like 2 years until I was able to grant uh, all this information, and I was able to digest little by little all this what happened. And little by little, I received the whole information. I saw the whole soul journey. I saw my incarnation when I entered into the field, why it happened, how it happened, why it had to be like this. And I also received the name of this spirit from higher dimension, which is Embodying. And obviously, I started to channel through her. After 2 years, when 2 years passed, I received a message that I have to start to share my journey. So I started to speak about it, which at the beginning was so difficult because all this thing was so big. And at the beginning, I had fear that maybe some person won't believe me, or they think that I'm crazy or something like this. And at the moment when it happened with me, so 6 years before, the frequency wasn't that high as now on the earth, and not so much you could hear of all this. Since I started to share and open myself about it, and I started to share with everybody with open heart everything what happened with me, I get contact other persons who also walk-ins and entered into the field like this, and then I saw, okay, I'm not alone, and I understood their stories. So little by little, I was able to hold this frequency and this consciousness. And now, after 8 years, I have to say that my physical self and this higher dimensional self is able to merge 100%, and I'm able to hold all the space, the whole consciousness and the whole informational field what Amprenit transmits. Amprenit is a guardian of crystal clear consciousness. She works as a bridge through dimensions, and she conduct the souls to crystal clear consciousness, which means that opening the true consciousness of the soul in a multidimensional level, and break all the disalignments, illusions on all level of existence, and then take it into crystal clear consciousness, and through this experience connect into the divine essence, and also through this experience the self activating or manifesting herself in light body consciousness, and holding the space of the self through a light body consciousness here in this dimension. And I'm working here as a medium, as a channel. So basically, all this information is coming through me, and I'm a channel to transmit all this information, all these codes, and this is my mission. This is my service. I'm here, and there are a lot of souls who are taking their rounds and rounds and rounds, because each soul is connected to an incarnational circle, to a consciousness circle, and I'm able to see the whole multidimensional existence of the soul, and all these souls who are meeting me, they are seeking, so they are in a seekness of awaken and go back home, because basically the work what Amprenit does is to conduct the soul back into crystal clear consciousness and activate this consciousness on the multidimensional level, and like this taking back home the self. Until the self is not awakened through a crystal clear consciousness, the soul, the different parts of the soul remains in different spirals of illusion, in different spirals of consciousness, and the soul is not able to come out from that spiral until an enlightenment not occurs, and an awakening not occurs on that level. And my role is to awaken the soul on a multidimensional level, and be able to align into this crystal clear consciousness. How I'm saying to you, the souls who are connecting to me, I see them, and I see that they are seeking these opportunities through lifetimes and lifetimes. And when they start to work with me and they start to do this work, they are clearing their mission, they are clearing all their incarnations, and awakening their true consciousness, and align themselves to the crystal clear consciousness, and realign their whole multidimensional self. It's there are different illusions through the whole existence, and until the self is not able to awaken from it, the part of the soul is remaining on that illusion. So one has to break that illusion to be able to come out. And this is what the work of Amprenit is. Later, I also received and understood why Amprenit arrived through a walking experience. She needed a body, a vessel which is prepared to receive her. So you need, like, it's a kind of pot. The soul, the spirit, this consciousness needed a pot prepared, which able to hold this frequential field, this informational field. And that moment when I arrived to that age when my physical development finished, which means that the grandness, the grounding of the self finished. And when I experienced this shift of systems, or how I say, my whole three-dimensional system was changed to light body. And that moment, the vessel, the pot was ready to receive these informations. Apart this, that it was my vessel and it's this pot which is receiving. Also, the planet vibrational field adjusting and growing or elevating with the time. And now we are arrived to the perfect timing when all the circumstances matches. So Amprenit from the crystal clear consciousness is able to connect to this field and transmit all these messages, all these codes to realign back the soul into divinity.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Adrienne. Yeah, it's very inspiring what you shared, your journey, and also how activating the light body can affect this current incarnation and also the cycles we are experiencing on Earth. And yeah, so from my understanding is that the times we are living in, it's more like the greater awakening from those cycles and reincarnations. So from my understanding, the work of Amprenit is to contribute to maybe shift that aspects, that experience that we are having, and more into a collective awakening to, how to say, instead of being stuck in the reincarnation, it's more about being like leaders of light that can support here in this realm and others.
After this transformation, so it happened 8 years before, and 2 years after the transformation, I started to receive that I have to be a space holder in light body activation. So I started to work as it, and I started to work with people activating their light body. And then throughout the years, more and more information started to come into my field. And the last 2 years, I was downloading a whole structure of light body activations. So I received a 4-module program, and throughout this 4-module, we are going through experiencing through the whole creation. We are working with the whole multidimensional self, and we go through the whole creation, opening the consciousness and the perception of the whole multidimensionality, and realigning all and every incarnational circle, liberating the self from all these patterns, all these blockages, and activating the true consciousness into the self. When I was downloading all this information, it wasn't easy. All the codes and information what I'm taking through this program, this is the first time that they are touching this frequential field, this dimension. So when you are working as a channel and taking all these frequencies codes through you for the first time, it's difficult. So basically, you can feel that how density it breaks, how you are taking these codes. when I was channeling all this information, interesting things happened with me, but maybe one day I will share. But it wasn't easy. So it was difficult to take all this information here and then embodying around into this dimension. But now all the system I downloaded and created, and I'm guiding through the beings who feel a call to work with me throughout this system, and I'm sharing with them basically I'm channeling now 6 years. So it's just so powerful and so amazing. Also, I wanted to mention that the light body what I'm speaking is a light body what I'm channeling. So I know that nowadays some people uses light body. I never read books. I never see other videos because all the information I'm receiving here. So I don't know what other people say about light body. But if you are familiar with light bodies, so I ask you to please forget everything. And when you receive the information of light body from Anthony, open yourself from a new perspective and receive these informations what I'm giving attaching to light bodies and what means light bodies. Basically, the light body, I don't like to use light body because it's more like a light body consciousness. And also when we are speaking from three-dimensional consciousness. Three-dimensional consciousness is in separation. It's separated from divinity. It says that it's a missing consciousness into the self. So basically what I'm saying is the consciousness is not conducted in this three-dimensional consciousness. And that's why the self experiences separation. And throughout this lack of consciousness, the three-dimensional consciousness creates from subconscious and conscious. There is a big part of subconscious in this field, in this three-dimensional consciousness. And as the self doesn't contains with this consciousness, so the only thing where it can connect is the external, is the physical. So as the self is in lack, try to fulfill the lack from the physical, from the material. You can see through several parts of life. There are several mirrors that reflecting our energies back. One is our relationship with others. Other is our relationship with food, so how we digest the food, the material food. Other are wealth, so the abundance, and the fourth one is our health. So if you start to observe this three-dimensional consciousness, you see that through these four main mirrors, the self is in missing, is in lack. So just take few examples. When the self, for example, doesn't experience divine love, so seeking love through others and try to receive acceptance, try to receive that love, that attention from others, try to fulfill the lack of love, the lack of divinity from the external. Another food, a normal three-dimensional consciousness, the people, they are starving, so they have hunger and they have thirst. If you don't give food for the three-dimensional consciousness, people, they die. So they are pendant from the material, they pendant from the three-dimensional field. As they don't have the divine connection inside, what I want to say, it's there, but they don't have the access to it, okay? So it's there, but they don't have the access to it. So the only space where they can rely and maintain their three-dimensional body is connecting with the external, with the material. Other is wealth and evidence, and I don't want to speak here in money because evidence not measures in money. So It's more like a feeling, how I feel myself. Do I feel myself evident or not? And the three-dimensional consciousness, no matter how many you have, they are not feeling fulfilled. They are not feeling equilibrated. They are not feeling evident. So they are always in the lack. And the other thing is that they are experiencing life as a victim. So they are not conscious about their life. They don't know when they will die or pass from this life. They don't know uh, what is their mission here. They don't know what they should do. If they have any question, they don't know the true answers. So they are in lack without the divine consciousness in. And there is health. So the three-dimensional consciousness people, they don't understand their body, they don't hear the body. So when the body gets in pain or produces some symptoms, they don't know how to treat it, they don't know how to reserve it back. They are not conscious about why it's created and what is the root case, and they don't have access to enter into the root case and do the adjustment what they need to reserve the symptoms. So basically they are pendant from the three-dimensional, from the external world. And the light body consciousness is when you open your whole multidimensional consciousness into crystal clear consciousness and connect into divinity, and you are existing as a divine channel, and connecting into all existences, all layer of existences through this divinity, through this consciousness, conduct consciousness into every field of existence, and creating your light body consciousness here. So at that moment, the three-dimensional consciousness merging into light body, and it somehow disappears. And what you hold here, the three-dimensional consciousness as subconscious and conscious, the subconscious disappears and creates a light body consciousness which contains just consciousness. So there is no subconscious. At that moment, the being becomes independent. So at that moment, you are not connected into the physical and try to survive from the physical. You are connected into divinity through consciousness, and you are independent. You are your own creator, and you are consciously creating your existence, your experience. And the other thing is that your portals, your multidimensional portals are open 24 hours. So you are receiving and seeing the whole multidimensional existence at the same time, and you are seeing the structure of the whole creation. And you just have the answer. So you just know everything how it is because you see the whole structure. And this is the light body, what I mean. And this is the light body that that Amprenit takes and activates in the persons. The activation you don't have to think is that it's like a kind of activation that's something that you doesn't have. No, everybody has a light body. The thing is that it's in shadow. It's in a subconscious field because you didn't connect it consciousness. So this part of the soul is it's in consciousness, but the other it's not. It's sleeping mode. It's subconscious. And imagine that you are kind of consciousness into the whole existence of yourself. And this is the light body what I'm referring, and this is what I'm teaching. And when this alignment occurs, you are awakening your own light body. You are connecting consciousness into those fields. Then the whole structure and the vibrational field of the self change.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like what you shared now. It's really powerful because it really explains this whole experience on Earth as humans. Because instead of, like you mentioned, embodying our divinity and expressing it through those experiences on Earth, like infusing this physical reality with our light and divinity. Like we try to do it in the other way, try to be fulfilled from the material world, and we all know that it never works, and it can be really tiring at some point. So until we awaken to the truth that embodying our light body is the key to shifting our experience. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. And also, everyone, you can also ask your questions. For that, you can type them on the chat boxes on Zoom or on YouTube. And also, you can raise your hand by pressing React, then raise hand on Zoom. And also, we are offering, there is a video, a free transmission that we are offering, transitioning to light body consciousness. And I invite everyone to visit that page and sign up to receive it. And I will share the link on Zoom chat box and also on YouTube. The link is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Adrienn, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Adrienn, ADRIENN. And the link also on YouTube video description, and there is a button for that on the live events page, and also it will be available later on the replay page. So Adrienn, would you like to talk about that?
Yes. Before I was guiding presential retreats, and last year I was guided to focus more on the online field. And in the beginning, my physical self didn't want it to do it because I said, no, I can connect more deeper on a physical. And then I received all the information why I needed to do all this and online, and why I had to download everything and share all this system, all these modules, what I'm sharing, what I was speaking online. I was shown that now we are on the time where a very interesting time. So we are transitioning from the physical to a more elevated energetic field. And on the energetic field, we are at the physical, the material starting to break. And now we are like in the transitioning phase. And the energy, the information and everything is more able to flow and run through that energy space. And definitely when I checked into that void of existence, I understood and I saw all structure, how amazingly working and going through all these codes of light body activation through that field. So this is how I started to download everything and create the online program and share everything through this online field. And the other thing is that when the person they are doing this, so this is an online program, lasts 6 months. And basically you are continuing your life. So you are at your home, you're continuing your normal life and doing this program. And what we are doing is basically we are transforming your whole life, the whole self of you, and awakening into light body consciousness. So not something that you are going to a retreat doing your meditations, and when you go back home, you are drop back into the old vibrational field. We are awakening the whole existence of yourself and implanting all these codes, all this consciousness into the present moment of the self. So yes, I'm offering the space for 10 persons to work with me closely during 6 months. And we have 2 places remaining. So if you feel the call and if you would like to work with me closely, this is the opportunity for you. Whenever you register for this free transmission, what OneStep shares, below you can find all the details, how you can claim for this spot, and working with me closely, and I guide you through in this activation of light body and opening, activating your consciousness in a multidimensional field.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Adrienne. Yeah, for offering this journey and this the journey of transformation and the support you are offering for those who choose to work with you. And yeah, really honored to share your work with our audience here. And yeah, again, everyone, the link is on the chat boxes and also the live events page, the replay, and YouTube video description. It's yourdivineuniqueness.com/Adrienne. And yeah, I have a question because like shifting to this experience where our light body is activated, maybe also it can be triggered by fear of losing what is familiar, because there is fear about how it will affect our body, if that's everything that we know now about ourselves will go away and there's something new that for us it's uncertain because it's unknown. And sometimes the mind wants to know everything before taking the leap of faith. So how do you see that that experience of fear of that activation?
Oh, this is a so good question. Yes, I experienced it several times through people who connect to me. And for it, what I can say. So yes, you have to imagine yourself, your energy field as an onion. You know that the onion has different layers. So you have different existences, different vibrational fields. And there is a main field which now creates your reality. It's all frequency. So depending on the frequential field where you are linked in now, this creates your reality. So now you are here in this vibrational field. This is your whole multidimensional self, and your soul, your higher self, is trying to guide you to improvement, to development, and guide you to hear all this information what you are hearing now. And your soul link and click something in and becoming so happy, yeah, this is what I want. But then you go back into your physical self, and your vibration immediately drops down back to the frequential field that you're holding, creating your energy field. And then you start to say different excuses why you cannot do, why you cannot change. And also it can be from fear. The only thing what I want to say is understand and feel the whole multidimensional existence of yourself. And one part of yourself is curious to hear all this information. So it's like a little tiny, tiny light in your energy field that wants to be awakened and wants to be lightened up. And of course, for this changing, you have to change your frequency. Maybe it's easier to say, look at now your life. How it is your life? Do you want to change? Would you love to change your life? And if the answer yes, then you have to know that you have to change your vibrational field. It doesn't go any other way. And the main point is your decision. So when you have your decision, in a decision that no, I don't want anymore this. I do everything what I can do, but I want to change it. And when you have your clear decision, then the universe, the whole frequential field starts to aligning that you can do this switch. This is the other, and from other perspective answering to you. So a person has fear to losing something. Basically, if you stay in the old, you are losing something. Because if you stay in the old, you don't have activated your multidimensional perception. So what it has to say that the only reality that you can receive is this one. The other part of your existence, you don't have access to it. So you are missing the connection to the whole other part of yourself. So basically where you are missing is if you are staying on that consciousness. because you are missing the connection to all others. If you activate the multidimensional consciousness, what I'm saying, you will contain the whole. You will contain also this one, the old one. So it's not something what we are doing. It's now I don't like it, and we are creating another one. It's holding, it's containing everything, the whole multidimensional self. The whole multidimensional self means every frequency, every layers of the self. And that moment, you are able to hold consciously with all existence of yourself. And consciously, you are able to hold everything. And you are able to experience everything through consciousness. So maybe now, for example, you are going to a movie, see a movie with your friend, and you just caught on yourself that, oh, I couldn't be present because I was thinking on my business, or I was thinking on another thing, and I couldn't live with the present moment 100% fully. So you are missing the moments because you don't have consciousness. But at the moment when you activate your whole multidimensional consciousness, you are able to be present in all existence of yourself. You are able to be present in every piece of the creation because you will have access to it. And you can hold this consciousness. So every particle of the creation you are able to hold. And that moment, you cannot miss anything. You cannot be separated from anything. You know, if you just stay in this three-dimensional consciousness, also imagine if you lost someone who you loved. Imagine that that person goes to other path or transform from this reality, and you lose the connection from that person. But when you activate your multidimensional perception, you never ever will lose anybody. You will becoming one with everything, and nothing can lose from your field. You cannot lose contact from anything. So basically, they switch, which is doing that you won't lose anything and you won't be in fear anymore. Imagine to switch on the light in your castle and immediately you see all and every room. If the light is switched off, then you don't see the rooms, then you don't see the whole castle. But now with deception you can, and the whole castle will be yours. You can use any room, anytime, and you will be the conscious creator of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love that. And yeah, we can be afraid of our true power because we don't know it yet. But once, like also from my own experience, once we start feeling that, we start embodying that, it's like really a totally different experience. There is so much freedom that we are experiencing, and also we are experiencing life and seeing it from very different perspective. That yeah, for us, we don't want anymore to come back to the old way of experiencing life, and yeah, there is so much freedom in it. So yeah, thank you very much. And so yeah, is there something else you would like to share about the topic today before we complete the call?
The only thing what I want to say is that hear your inner voice. Hear this voice inside of you, which connects you to the true essence of yourself. You are hearing all this information because your soul lead you here, and your soul wants to awaken you from this dream, from this disconnection, from this illusion, and want to conduct consciousness throughout your whole existence. So please hear this inner voice and do actions towards it. We need your decision, your clear decision from the heart, what you want, and in that moment, everything can happen for you.
Yeah, Beautiful. Thank you very much. And yeah, we just received a question from Catherine. She wrote, I have not asked a question as I am feeling a connection happening right now. Can Adrienn confirm what is happening for us right now? I am going through the process that Adrienn is describing.
And she's asking that in her field, what's happening now?
Yeah, because she's feeling that connection we described. Yeah, she wrote yes.
Yeah, if you feel if your physical field is clear enough or not holding back, by hearing these informations, you automatically start to entering into this void and start to manifesting this activation, this transformation through your body. I'm receiving that you feel through the spine and through the whole, the sacrum and the whole center point of your body. And I see that you are connecting through beyond of the physical, through the multidimensional self of you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Catherine, if you have a feedback, yes, you wrote, thank you. Beautiful. So I don't see more questions coming. So yeah, thank you very much, Adrienn, for joining us today. Yeah, I really love the call. I really felt the energy. It's just I felt the shift like before and right now after. It was very empowering. So thank you for that, for the messages, for sharing your story as well, and yeah, also for the free transmission and also the program activating the light body that we are offering as well. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Monsef. Thank you for holding the space and having me. Thank you.
Beautiful, thank you. And yeah, so also everyone, thank you very much for being here with us today, whether you joined the live call or the replay. And thank you for co-creating with us this beautiful energies, the beautiful experience. And yeah, so again, you can sign up on the link that I shared earlier, which is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Adrienn, ADRIENN, and you will get access to the free transmission. And then on the same page, you will find all the details about the light body activation. All right, so yeah, so with that, everyone, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.